see you. Hello. Good to see you. Want me over here? Or?
Yes. Do you want to switch?
You have a lovely view. What a wonderful view.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's now like the 15th time I've seen that clip from Domino Masters. And I have to ask, it looks so fun. Has there been a moment where somebody accidentally, like, set it off when it wasn't, like, did someone screw up?
100%.
No!
100%. People are out there, like, literally with tweezers putting dominoes in spots, and there are accidents and mistakes, and it all, like, 5 hours of work is just gone in a second.
No!
Yes. Yes.
Do people like scream and swear and spit and like flip out? I would turn into Linda Blair in The Exorcist. I would pea soup.
It was all me. It was me up there going, "How much longer do we have to be here now?" Like it was crazy.
I think I have like anxiety just knowing I would be the guy.
Oh yes.
That would like hip check the table that was near one of the dominoes, and then the whole thing like, and I'd be standing there. Like the classic idiot in the 1980s comedy, like, ooh.
Well, I'm going to give you another thing for your anxiety tonight.
Oh, please, bring it on.
We shot at the Santa Monica airport.
Oh, no.
Okay? Where airplanes are landing over the hangar. And then, I'm sorry, hello, have you heard of earthquakes? So we would go home at night, there'd be cameras rolling 24 hours a day on the stages, and hope that an earthquake didn't happen and knock the dominoes over.
Oh my God!
Yes! All things I didn't think of before I said yes to doing the show.
I love that, you know, you're from Kansas.
Kansas City, yes.
And that, you know, you grew up on a farm.
Yep.
And what was that life like? Because it pays off, I think, with Cam for me.
Yeah. Well, I grew up, I wanted a job when I was a kid, just like other kids kind of like think to their parents.
What was your dream when you were a kid?
Well, when I was a young kid, I wanted to be a clown in the circus, which I got to be a clown in the greatest circus of all, Hollywood, right?
Totally.
100%. And then I wanted to be a prison administrator at some point.
What happened that sparked that interest?
Because in Kansas City, where I grew up, there are prisons. It's known for Leavenworth, the federal disciplinary barracks for the Army. So I saw them as a kid, and I was always intrigued. My dad was like, "But you're not going in one." So I went to college, and I wasn't a big fan of going to college, but I found something that was interesting, which was sociology, and then that led me to wanting to work in the correctional system. They call it the penal system. Don't laugh. But that's... Drew?
Penal.
So I did a play in college, and that redirected my life, which I'm so thankful for.
Well, I love when you speak about where you grew up and sort of having this mindset of bringing your character Cam on Modern Family, you know, into people's hearts and minds. Can you tell me about that?
I wanted Cameron to be someone that everyone would want to sit down and have a beer with.
Yeah.
Right? And the writers and the creators of the show were very interested in my background, the clowning, the drumming, the farming, the footballing, all that stuff. They wanted to bring that to the character to make Cameron a very well-rounded, even though people might look at it and say, well, that's a stereotype. Cameron is the opposite of a stereotype.
And it's true to your life.
Right, and it's all real things that, you know, I wanted Cameron to be defined by something other than the fact that he was a gay man. I wanted him to be defined by that he was a dad. I wanted him to be defined by that he was a parent or a partner. Turned out to be a husband. I wanted him to be defined by that he was a football coach. And that the fact that he was a gay man, that Mitchell and Cam are gay men, is just part of who they are, not who they are, right?
I love that.